Have you ever wondered how to run long distance correctly? Running long distance consists of several steps, which include keeping a strong pace, staying with the pack, and staying loose. If you follow these 3 steps, you will correctly run long distance. Okay. Keeping a strong pace. To keep a strong pace, you have to keep your arms moving and your legs moving at fairly the same rate. If you do this, you will have a good pace and be able to stay up with the rest. Staying with the pack. If you stay with the pack, it will be easier to execute a move to the front a lot easier than it would be if you're at the back of the pack. Okay. Say that you start off the race very slowly. If you stay in the back, you will not have a good advantage on the other racers, and you will most likely come in last. With this said, it will be good to stay with the pack at the beginning of the race so that you will have a better opportunity to come in first. Staying loose. In a race, it is good to stay loose because your muscles will get tight and you could catch a cramp. Also, if you're not loose whenever you're running, you will have a shorter stride and therefore go a lot slower than you could be going. This will impact your position and how you feel. To conclude, when running a race, it is good to keep a pace, stay with the pack, and stay loose. All of these contribute to the outcome of your race and will have a great effect on how you do. Any questions?
What happens if you were to get a cramp in a race?
If you get a cramp in a race, let me get back to you on that one. Okay. Any other questions?
Where's a good pace, like, in the pack to be?
Okay. Well, that's okay. Like, your pace has to do with how comfortable you are with, like, your strides. But in the pack, you want to stay fairly near the front because if you get too far behind, you can't make any, like, sudden movements to the front because it'll take more energy to get up there than it will be to get up there and go around them. Yes.
What happens if you get boxed in?
What I try and do is if the person in front of me is slower than the guy next to me, I try and, as soon as I can, get over and then around.
What exercises or workouts do you do to get loose for the race?
I like to go through a routine of stretching and slight jogging, enough to make you sweat a little bit.
How much water do you recommend drinking before the race to avoid getting waterlogged yet stay hydrated?
I don't necessarily drink water before the race, but the day of the race, I like to drink at least 1 bottle, like an hour and a half prior to running. And to answer your question, as long as you drink enough water throughout the week and before the race, you shouldn't get a cramp.
Thank you.